Somewhere in the middle of the big Pacific, steadies 8 little islands, famous for smooth and beautiful music, and known simply as
the kind. 49 states in the Union, Hawaii made the 50th state. Way in the middle of the ocean, man, I think it's great. Paradise of the Pacific, why don't you rock with the 50th state? They sure had a big celebration, right in the middle of the streets. Swinging and a swaying with grateful, man, dig that crazy beat.
Keone, Keone, I'm not gonna tell you again.
With the 50th state, yeah.
Bus coming.
Sammy will pick me up. His brother just got a car.
You catch bus like everybody else. I'm gonna tell Sammy his brother go to school without you two. Not right for one senior to be chauffeur for 2 freshmen. What's wrong with him? He no more friends his age. And if they announce statehood today, you come straight home. You hear me? And then we eat dinner, and if no more hoodlums, then we go out.
You think everyone's a hoodlum?
Why you like pick up one freshman for school? I'm not taking off my makeup.
It's good to see you too, Kuipo.
What are you doing here?
Where's Keone?
Eating breakfast. You can't just...
Great. I'm hungry.
Chemo.
I came to see my son, Yumiko.
He has to go to school.
I'll take him. The party lent me a car. I think it's gonna happen today.
You can't. He already has a ride with Sammy's brother. 18 years old, and he worked for buy his own car.
You wanna tell him I'm here?
Are you staying tonight?
You want me to?
You're not taking him to school.
You get in late?
Who says I got in?
So, dear boy.
How you been?
How long are you staying?
I don't know.
Here with the delegation from the Big Island.
You going to the capital?
Sure. Well, you don't think your old man can teach those fat cats a thing or two? I remember when my uncle was telling me this one story about Mr. Freitas on the
Have you and Mom worked things out?
Hey, it's your breakfast.
Hey, you coming or what?
My dad's here. He take me.
Maybe not, boy.
Why not?
Well, because, you know, I got official work to do and all that stuff, so if you already got a ride.
But I thought you were going to take me.
Oh, I got something for you, bro. Just hold on, hold on.
The baseball player?
Be right out. How'd you get to be one delegate?
You're gonna love this. Snowballs. So, these are real snowballs, Keone, from Mauna Kea. I went and got them before coming over here. Took me 2 days, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I got them for you.
Because you have a sacred task to accomplish.
What you mean, sacred?
I mean, think of it this way. In the history of the world, ever since time began, since people have been saying stories about heroes and gods and whatever happened in history, in that whole time, nobody has ever thrown a snowball on Oahu.
No?
Never. But you have the chance. You have the duty to do this, Keone. You will be the one. Can you imagine it? To be the first person on Earth to do anything? It's a blessing. And if a blessing never presented itself to you,
Gotta take it, bro.
Okay, come on. You gotta get to school, bro. Otherwise, your mom will kill us both.
Bye, Dad.
All right, boy.
We weren't in that much trouble. We didn't need this.
Used to be someone give us trouble, we'd throw them a job, give them a nice house somewhere with a view. Now, every goddamn Nisei that goes to McKinley High School demands democracy. Trust me, we needed this.
It isn't worth it. Too many labor controls, too many regulations.
Regulations, if the people are clamoring for it, they demand democracy. But nothing will slow it down more than the United States government.
What do you mean?
Why don't you ask our friends from Alabama? Those Dixiecrats, they know how to run the plantation. We're in good hands.
But for how long?
We'll have you there in 15 minutes, Mr. D. Hey, it was a great celebration today.
Yes. Great day for Hawaii, great day for the Union. You don't know how excited I am about this. I mean, you and your family, good things are coming your way.
Kimo, you should meet Mr. D. Mr. D, this is Kimo.
Nice to meet you, Mr. D.
You okay?
Sure, sir. Just thinking of how great it was that democracy is finally coming to the islands. Right, Mr. D?
That's right. It's a great day.
Yeah, because, you know, my boy is going to grad from McKinley and all. So, you know, I know it's too late for me. My boy can still have it. It's what the day is all about. Right, Mr. D? So, you know, I wouldn't want him to think the day was something other than it was. You know what I mean?
Is there a problem?
No, Mr. D. Let's go.
Is he drunk?
No.
Then what the hell's the problem?
Nothing. Let's get you to the airfield, Mr. D. Let's get you going.
So how's that new house of yours? The Hamakua coast is lovely. I wish I owned a house there.
Just fine, Mr. D.
I should come and visit you and Mrs. Kimura sometime.
Yes, sir. The sooner the better. Kimo,
Yes, Mr. Kimo.
we need to get to the airfield.
Yes, sir.
Did you win the lottery? What time did it happen?
It happened at 9:58 this morning. I had 2:05. Somebody said some 9-year-old won it. Lucky guess.
Did your father say if he was coming for dinner?
I don't know, maybe. He had to go to the palace. He has some important things to do.
Listen, Keone,
Dad thinks I can play for Asahi someday.
that's nice.
Why don't you believe him?
Come in for dinner.
Mom,
He isn't like a lot of people.
is that why I can't go see him on the Big Island?
It's getting late.
Mom,
Your father doesn't think things through. He has all these dreams. But something always gets in the way. It isn't his fault. And you always believe his next dream is the one that's gonna make it. But it just isn't gonna happen, and the sooner you accept that about your father...
Then why are you still married?
That's not your business.
Chris Mansell is in a jam. 2 out. Bases loaded. This is the pitch he's been preparing for all life.
Hey, just turn that bar, Eddie.
I've got to strike this guy out.
Man, you all talk, bro. You fell out with an airplane. You would never even hit the ground.
You think? Kidding. Watch this.
Bro. Yeah, that's right, folks. Counter low is always fold under pressure. Yeah! 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 Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Nani shiteru no? Nani shiteru no?
It was just an accident. How'd you get a snowball? I mean, we just throw buckets of water on Kalakaua. And when they get honked at us, throw a bucket on them. And if people stay salty, you say, "What's the matter with you? You don't like statehood?" Hey, stay here a minute. I'm gonna try to call my pops again. Hey, you know, no one around here ever got hit by a snowball before. That's cool.
How are you?
Snowballs hurt more than you think.
What happened?
What you think? Snowball.
Where's Keone?
You drunk?
Where's Keone? Look, I'm sober enough.
You tell him this isn't his fault. You hear me? You tell him. Don't let him think he almost killed his friend. You tell him you responsible. Go. Now.
Is that Keone's dad?
He was worried about you.
He's a famous baseball player.
What?
He pitched for a zoo mode. Back after the war, right?
Yes. Yes. He was very good.
The kind. 49 states in the Union. Hawaii made the 50th state. Way in the middle of the ocean. Man, I think it's great. Paradise of the Pacific. Why don't you rock with the 50th state? They sure had a big celebration right in the middle of the streets, swinging and a swaying with rhythm. Man, dig that crazy beat. Paradise of the Pacific, why don't you rock with the 50th state? Yeah!